This video is part of a series that covers all the new features, evolutions, and fixes introduced in the successive service packs following the release of Automic Automation version 21. In this video, we describe those features for the service pack number shown in red. Some of the items listed are important changes that warrant further exploration. They may require user behavior changes, or they might represent some of the more arcane aspects of the technology, and so they're listed in red in the overview. As such, they'll have dedicated slides. Others are minor, and we list them for awareness. They will be listed in black and will not have dedicated content. All items are grouped together by components: Automic Automation, Kubernetes Edition, AWI, agents, and so forth. The following are the new features and improvements included in Service Pack 2106. Automic Automation can now use secure SMTP to send emails secured with TLS. We can force the use of case-insensitive variables using a UC system settings variable called force_var_key_ci. And finally, we have agent variables in the configuration INI files for variable agents. This service pack includes the function set needed to send secure emails over SMTP. We're able to use two different protocols, Start TLS or TLS. Start TLS uses any TLS connection over any port, while TLS is more restrictive and is set to a specific port, say 587. Going back a number of releases, we've had the ability to set a single SMTP server in UC client settings, or reference several servers with the UC_SMTP_ name of the server variable. Let's use UC client settings as an example. The SMTP server value stores the name of the server, and SMTP from ADDR stores the email address that emails are sent from. With 2106, we can set the SMTP protocol to either TLS or Start TLS. SMTP port stores the port associated with the protocol, and SMTPS cert stores the name of the certificate, which should be stored in the UC Trusted Cert storage object in Client 0 under the div variables folder. To support SMTPS, we've added the myServer parameter to the sendMail script function. The script associated with this parameter in the script function has to match the name of your server, and it's defined in the variable name UC_SMTP myServer. If you've named the variable UC_SMTP Broadcom1, then you should type Broadcom1 as the myServer parameter in the function. Note that the UC Trusted Cert storage object is a feature of Service Pack 2107, and we'll cover it in that video. There's a UC system settings value called force_var_key_ci. This makes it possible to force case-insensitive searches in the keys of var objects. You might use this when you migrate a database and experience any sort of challenge associated with upper versus lowercase characters. Agent INI files now have two additional variables found under the variables section. They are UCXJobMD IP ADDR and ports. They reference the IP address and port of the agents used by the job messenger to contact the agents. Other agents will routinely contact an agent for file transfers, and will use the UCX IP address and port variables to execute these tasks, and they're oftentimes left unused since the agent simply defaults to the local host. However, in the case of virtual agents, the job messenger will need a different IP address and ports. We then deploy all four variables, the two locals for file transfers, and the two new variables that contain the MD string for the job messenger.